Good morning, people. And this is a bit of a contrast to last week when we had 32 degrees. It is now blooming freezing. Maybe that was our summer. I hope not. Right, Voyager. This was in a couple of weeks ago for its boat safety, and it's back for a blacking. We blacked this boat, I don't know when, I'll put it up on screen, a couple of years ago. So I think I'm right in saying this is what's called an R&D stern. Boat was built by R&D. I think they did boats in the 80s and the 90s. And then the owner sold the business, and then some of the employees set up a company called X R&D that I'm not sure, but maybe is still going today. So it's a very unique idea. That's why we've lifted it up on the blocks a little bit higher so that we can actually get to the swim underneath there. But I've seen a few boats with it. Owners seem to be happy, so obviously it must work. Right. Well, it has a bit of a unique chine angle here because it's just square, and then it goes up at an angle. And the anode, as you saw, is tucked underneath there. I think I fitted those the last time it was out of the water. So yeah, it's looking okay. Not an awful lot of blacking left, but after a couple of years you wouldn't expect there to be. But on this side, a couple of little spots there of electrolysis, but nothing really major. Looking quite clean. A little bit grey here at the front, and a bit rough to the touch. And then here on the bow, a bit more of this greenery. It's quite rough. I think we need to get the whizzy wheel on bits of this. You can see the difference between this section and there where the bow comes round. Maybe it's getting more sunlight where it moors. Front anode, that looks okay, and the chine angle down here is really good. Moving on to the port side, anode's looking good. Chine angle down here is okay, it's all right. And again, it's just a couple of little spots where there's a bit of electrolysis, but there's no pits. It's just where the blacking's failed. A little bit more rusty on this side on the water line, and a bit more green as well on the starboard side, on the port side. I haven't actually seen any outlets yet. I must have missed them. I think they're on the other side for the kitchen sink. And again, chine angle at the back here, looking lovely. Very unique the way that this goes up. It hardly tapers in at all on the side there. And again, the anode under here in good condition. So it's only 35 foot long, this little boat. But let's have a look here. Little dinky propeller. No nicks or chips out of that, and absolutely no play in it. And rudder cup. Oi, let's get round this side of this one. Has got a little bit of play in it. It's dinky little thing, but it's got plenty of meat round it, but it does have a small amount of play. So, Voyager, all in all, I wish the weather would warm up. I was saying I was wishing it would cool down last week. It's in really good condition. Just a little bit of greenery along here that needs cleaning up. I believe these are welded. We'll find out whether these are welded underneath or not when we clean it up. Can't quite see at the moment. Possibly not. But yeah, I'll look into that. Yeah, greenery just needs cleaning up with a whizzy wheel, but it won't take us long to get around this one. So I think I better go and put a coat on and find myself a Jane to give me a hand. So Jane was off to play with her horse, and she gave me that look of, what? You can't manage that on your own? So here I am. So Jane, what are you filling your face with there then? Tatey with tuna. And we do our cake of the week this week. It is marble cake, and that is a lemon curd tart. I'm not going to say anything about tarts, get myself into trouble. But what I will say about the marble cake is if I turn it around, does anybody remember these? Them munchies. It's got a munchie on the top of it. How cool is that, Jane? So, got your work done this week?
Been a strange week.
It has been a very strange week. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your lunch and enjoy your tart. So after lunch, I crack on and get the other side painted as well. So these two lovely people have pulled onto our service dock, but unfortunately at the time I was dealing with a policeman from the Serious Crimes Division, as we've had another stolen boat called Phoenix. Now this one has been found, but unfortunately they stole an awful lot of stuff, from his dog beds to his engine. Now this happened not too far away from us, and the policeman from the Serious Crime Division is used to dealing with house burglaries. So he admitted himself he was a little bit out of his depth when he was confronted with this situation to sort. So I was trying to point him in the direction of people that could help and may have seen something within the area. And I noticed that this gentleman had got something wrapped around his propeller or something, so I left him to it for 5 minutes before I popped down to see what they needed. So he's all done now, and what does he decide to do next? Get rid of his little pile of prop misery into my garden. So with the policeman all sorted, I make my way down after 8 minutes to see what services they require, and they inform me they don't need any, so I send them on their way with a cheery goodbye, not knowing what they have deposited in my garden. I see piles of this prop misery stuff when I'm walking the towpaths, and I do wonder what these people think happens to it after they've deposited it onto the towpath side. Do they think that mythical creatures come along in the night and take it away, or what? I'm unsure. It's not hard to bag it and bin it and take it with yourselves. Even if it is a bit smelly and wet, just leave it on your deck until you find the right place to dispose of it. Let's hope that these two lovelies' electric boat doesn't require diesel, because we certainly won't be serving it to them in the future. And I always thought that people that bought electric boats were green and friendly to the environment and trying to do something, not just litterbugs. Okay, so here's a little tip for those of you that's got a narrowboat, with one of these types of diesel filler caps, necks, whatever you want to call it. Now we sell diesel, or Jane does, and the problem that you get is that this has a neck that goes all the way down about 2.5 inches maybe inside the tank. And when you're trying to fill it with diesel, it's a really slow fill once you get up to the bottom of the neck. And that's as far as we fill boats for people, because it just blows back, it bubbles, and you end up with diesel in the canal. So we only fill up to the neck, which does frustrate some people, because they want to fill their tank all the way to the top so they don't get any condensation. It's usually over the winter. So here's a little hack that I'll show you that you can do with a couple of tools, so you don't have this problem. First things first, let's get the cap out. So as you can see, it's got this great big neck on it, and that's because these are actually made to be welded in or bolted in like that. These are made to have a tube slid over the end of them. So all this, when you're using it in this application, is pretty much redundant. You don't need it. It does have a little rivet down there, and that was to hold this on with, but mine has long since left the chat, which they always do. So, but that's irrelevant at the moment, because we might better fix that or just delete it anyway. I'll probably fix it. So let's take it up to the workshop and show you my little hack. Another thing, I see so many people using stainless steel screws on their boats rather than we use brass. And there's a reason for that. It's because if you use stainless steel, it will fuse with the mild steel, which is what your boat's built out of. And quite often you can never get them out. And being stainless steel, they're really, really hard to drill. So I know, if you've got chrome fittings, that's why you've gone that way. Luckily for us, our fittings are brass, but we use brass screws. And if they do snap off, they're soft and you can drill them out. Right, the hack is quite an easy one. All you need to do is cut down there, down that side, and then take part of this out. If you've still got your retaining strap, which means that then you don't have to mess about with this pot rivet, basically. So I'm going to cut it out initially like that, so you can see what I mean. So normally that would be attached like that, so you don't lose it. But it now means that when we put this back in, the diesel can come all the way up because the air is not causing a bubble, basically. The other thing you can do is to cut this completely off and just leave a little bit of it there and reattach your strap within the pot rivet, which is what I'm going to do. Right, now I've got our hole, sort this piece out. So we don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. We need a new end on it. Don't forget to thread it through. Pot rivet. Can be a bit tricky. probably do with an assistant, but Jane's busy at the moment. Come on. That's it. That's got it. It ain't coming off over the top of that. So now our retaining strap is all working properly. Right, let's go and put it back on the boat. So that's the end of the week, and well, with the weather and everything, there wasn't an awful lot to show you really, but I'm not really sure where we're going at the moment with this channel. There is a lot of other things that we do, whether it's upgrading and making fences to our property or other things that we do here. Not sure what it is that you really want to see. Maybe in the comments you could let me know. So at the moment we have a bit of a project with one of our vehicles, our dumper truck. We're getting that recommissioned. And then there's the repair business. So at the moment there's a horse box which is being mended. And obviously within the workshop there's always something going on the ramp. I don't run a garage as such, it's more friends and family's vehicles. Interesting things is what I do. There was a TVR here which we recommissioned last year. So like I say, let me know in the comments if there's more of this stuff that you want to see on the channel. Unfortunately, tutorials of how to mend things in more detail is probably not what I can do, because I just don't have the time in the working week to explain it and plan it out. I do actually charge by the hour to customers, and I have to put that first and foremost. But other things we do here, yeah, if you're interested, put it in the comments and we'll see if we can show you a bit more of it.